Today we're going to be looking at the concept challenge Silent Village, which is part of our Computer Science 2 unit. And Silent Village is asking me to protect the mayor, define a function, use a while loop with one statement inside. Okay, so basically the way it's going to work is we're going to define a function outside of our while loop. Now the function is going to have all the information in it excuse me, about as far as looking for an enemy and attacking an enemy. If there's no enemy, we're going to move back to the center point in our game board. As far as the while true loop goes, the one statement that we're going to have is going to be a call to the function. So let's start it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to define my function first, and I start that by using the def keyword. DEF stands for define. And I have to think of a name for my function. Now I haven't started my while true loop yet, obviously. Just above the while true loop, I'll do my function. I'm going to come up with a name for my function, and that's just going to be called attack enemy. You can come up with any name you want, but I try to go with names that make sense, that sort of reflect what it is that the function is going to be doing. In this case, I'm going to be attacking an enemy. I could name it something else, but just for time's sake, I'm going to call it that. And I'm going to put in logic to find and attack an enemy. So the first thing we have to do is see if there's an enemy around. We don't want to attack something that's not around. So we're going to then create a variable called enemy, and then we're going to use our hero find nearest enemy function, or method I should say. So this find nearest enemy method is going to look for an enemy, and if it finds anything nearby or nearest to our enemy, it's going to put that information, whatever the enemy's name is, the unit, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's going to be placed in this variable called enemy. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to check to see if enemy is actually populated with some kind of information. So if enemy is just asking a simple question: does enemy have any information in it? This variable enemy. If yes, we're going to do something. If not, we're going to do something else. So assuming it's true, the line under the if statement is going to attack. So I'm going to just use our attack method. We're going to attack the enemy. Otherwise, they're asking us to move to the center. So if we do not have an enemy, we want our hero to move to the center point, which is 3026. So I'm going to use my XY method, and for the XY coordinates, I'm just going to put in the XY coordinates that are reflected on the game piece. So that's it. That's really all I should have to do with my function. Now I'm going to have to code my while true loop. That's going to be running over and over again, so our game keeps continuing. It just keeps going and going. Okay, and the only thing I need to do here is call my function. To call a function, you just have to use the function name. Okay, and then the name that I came up with was attack enemy. I'm going to need to have my parentheses after that. Sometimes we'll use these parentheses to pass data to our functions. Okay, this time we don't really need to do that since all of the functionality is being taken care of inside of our attack enemy function. So what's going to happen is the while true loop is going to be automatically executed. Remember that functions do not get executed unless they are called. This just is ignored unless it's called in my while true loop, in our main loop. Okay, in my main loop, the only statement I have is the call to the function attack enemy. That's it. So this is going to be executed over and over and over again in that loop. Okay, so once that's executed, once we get to this part of our loop, it's going to transfer control up to here, and these statements will be run. Okay, once the statements are completed, it's going to return control back to the loop, and it's just going to continue over and over again. So let's check it out. Let's run it and see if this works. Okay, so you see that the loop is running, and it keeps calling attack enemy, and the guy keeps looking for an enemy. If there's no enemy, he doesn't do anything. Otherwise, if there is an enemy, he'll attack it. Now, if there's no enemy, he just automatically moves back to the center. So you see that he moves away from that X mark whenever he sees an enemy. When enemies are no longer around, he moves back to the center mark. And that's it. Any questions? Let me know.